Ladies and gentlemen.
All right, y'all. I'm going to go ahead and do a Baddies Midwest teaser recap. It's not really a recap. I'm just going to go and touch on important topics or topics that I feel like people probably thought about and want to talk about. And I'm just going to throw them here in this video. So basically, we started out with this scene, Akbar, Jaden, and Natalie at a table. I really love this wig on Natalie. It's so cute. I really love the colors. She did her thing with that one. I really feel like this conversation was a bore. It was a blah. It was an opener, and it really wasted, some time. We really didn't need to see this. Yeah, they were having a conversation about Biggie with Biggie not there, which is fake. It seems to me that they're trying to baby Jaden Alexis, her getting a baddie chain. I'm not a fan of Jaden Alexis. Like, this girl Facecard does not eat. I don't want anybody lying. And then she got in her confessional calling Biggie a dirt neck. Yeah, I wasn't a fan of that either. I don't really feel that it's colorist because anybody can have a dirt neck, right? But the fact that she chose to say dirt instead of, F-A-T or something different. I just felt like it wasn't for her to say, and it was tasteless, and this confessional look, as well as all of the others, are not eating and are not edible at all. At all. So then we get into this scene where we have Summer, Lex, Dolly, and Emma. All right, so boy, has karma come back to bite Emma. Nobody likes Emma. No one's favoring Emma. Nobody really wants Emma there. No one notices Emma is there. Emma is just there. All right, Emma's just there. Emma just there. I don't know why Emma just there, but Emma's just there. With a finger splint. I feel like when these girls get their hand broken or hurt or injured while fighting, they should just go home. There shouldn't be a full cast rollout remainder. Like, it's not going to take 3 days to fix an injury on your hand. It's not going to take 2 days. It's not going to take a week. It could take longer. And for them to be on the show continuously fighting with the injury, it's kind of like blah for me. That's just me. Y'all want to see them, fight so they're not full ability, whatever. But I don't want to see that, all right? So they're having this conversation in the kitchen, and it seems like Dolly really wants to have Summers back. Like, I understand that they're on the show together, but I really feel like this clicking up thing that they choose to do between each other is really not a good idea. One thing that I really have a problem with is people picking battles and stuff that they don't really want to fight, but then, ganging up and doing what Akbar, and we'll talk about it later, called Diamond out for doing, which is, I guess, using other people's beefs, to harbor her own beef and use it against people instead of, coming up with her own beefs. I don't know what Akbar's talking about. I could understand where she might be making a point, but a lot of what Akbar says, I really just cannot take serious. I'm not trying to make fun of her head injury or what happened to her in the past, but that really very much, could have to do with why she talks the way she talks and acts the way she acts. So anyway, they're having this conversation, and Emma decides to hop up and say that she's going to serve Summer something. So Dolly decides that she's going to get up and basically put her hand around Emma's neck and tell her, back. So when she does that, of course, Summer tries to get in, and Big Ivory comes, and the way she grabbed this puppy dog by the neck and the collar and just dragged it back while casually holding her red cup in the other and not spilling a drop is crazy to me. That is crazy to me, and it's hilarious, honestly. So basically, to conclude this scene, Ivy, got her little puppy dog up off of Emma. She didn't allow that. She intercepted that real fast. Dolly and them, Summer, pretended to play cool with Ivory, I guess, so that, they don't have to deal with her. And then, outside of Ivory doing security's job and all of that, Emma got red cups thrown at her. They really weren't messing with Emma. They really want Emma to go home. They want Emma out of there. I want Emma out of there. Scotty wants Emma out of there. We all, I think, at this point wants Emma out of there. I don't feel like Emma's an addition to the show that really, sparks anything. For example, her coming on the show and picking a beef with Scotty, of all people, beef for real. But anyways, in the next scene here, we have Diamond and Akbar. See, this situation was actually very crazy to me because I feel like Diamond was just trying to tell her perspective to Akbar, and Akbar was being disrespectfully like, well, I don't really care. And I feel like Akbar seen this type of show and she just decided, I'm going to come on here and go on Go. So none of these young girls, these little girls try me because they think I might be fluke or something, because they seen me get, rocked countless number of times on television, reality, blogs, from other people. And we want to make sure that she's good. All right, fine. So Akbar and Diamond, like I said, go back and forth about this so-called compliment that Diamond gave her to tell her that she actually did good in her performance. And Akbar had a problem with that. Akbar did not like the fact that she did good in her performance and that Diamond told her that she did. And she kind of came back with a smirky remark, which was, oh, I'm a professional. Yeah, I know, I'm a professional. I felt like it was unnecessary because, first of all, Akbar, you're not that musically talented. You perfected that verse on Super Freaky Girl with Nicki Minaj, and that is the only recognition you will ever get when it comes down to your music. Sitting up here dissing baddies and dissing girls that are 10 years younger than you just so that you can get some type of spark, going in your music career, that is basically what we're seeing here, and I don't care if anybody has a problem with it. At the end of the day, Akbar, you're not an artist. You're a self-proclaimed artist, and people are letting you run with that because they know that you a little, in the head. So it's just like that, you know what I mean? That's the only way that Akbar can ever say that she has actual music, is if she references her Super Freaky Girl verse with Nicki Minaj. Outside of that, absolutely, I agree 100% with what Diamond was saying when she was yelling about it on the Sprinter afterwards. Anyway, as you can see, I think this is hilarious, just like Diamond. Diamond's funny, and I think it was just as funny. Akbar was very serious. She was really upset. So much so that she started talking about Diamond's looks. Now, this is where I'm going to have a serious opinion that everybody might agree with, might not agree with. I am just going to let it out. All right, guys, y'all ready? All right. Akbar don't look better than Diamond. In fact, Akbar don't look better than a lot of people. If we're focusing strictly on this look, this confessional, like look at this, and then compare it to her. Give your opinion. Please let me know what you think when it comes down to these looks. Look at this face. And then look at this face. We're not even going to discuss body for body right now because people try to use, look at my looks and their skin color to try and think that, that's going to boost their looks some. Sorry, Akbar. It's giving, I love you, you love me, we're a happy family head. Like, please don't do it. Like, I can't stand when somebody gets on looks and they don't even look their best. Don't get on looks thinking, oh, I can beat this person in looks. Beat everybody in looks when you get ready to talking. Beat everybody when you don't just beat one person, two people. Beat everybody around you. And realistically, the people that actually could beat everybody when it comes down to the department of looks, they're not even talking about it. They're actually probably tired of the attention. Because I trust me, I've been through something similar. Nobody wants attention on something all the time, even though it might seem highly desirable for someone to want that attention. Example, as a kid, I didn't like in elementary boys assaulting me because, I was a little plumper in areas than other girls were. For example, I didn't like men trying to talk to me, and every single time they want to talk to me, they might say nice things. They might know how to approach me. But when I get a summary of what it is, they just want to, and it's because of, so the unnecessary attention is not always warranted. So dragging, and if you really thought, Akbar, that you had that face card, because people get in these comments on social media and boost people to the max, rocket power boost, you wouldn't even have to have said that. Let's just be real. So in this scene, we have Diamond and Akbar get into it. What I think about this little scuffle ruffle was that neither one of them really ate. They were getting a little, 1-2 in, 1-2 in. If we have to call it a name, we're going to call it a tie. If I had to put a number on it, we'll get 50-50. I'll give a 45-55 actually, because Akbar did, in fact, lump Diamond. I'm sorry. She lumped her up when she was on that bus after explaining and talking. My girl had a nice 3-finger knot right over that eyebrow. So Akbar got a nice tag in right there. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna let y'all be the judge of. But like I said, it's a good 50-50 if you really want to be serious. Okay, so I spotted a few coincidences. On this week's episode, just like last week's episode or the week before, Dolly decided to jump in for her friend and ended up jumping in for her friend who really didn't need help. And that's the same thing that happened when, Tasiki jumped in for Anna on that episode and got with Dolly. Now, another coincidence I know is that there was SPIT on both networks. And I will be doing reviews. Now that's TV. Please make sure you check those videos as well. But on both networks, there was SPITTING. I don't know if that was just, happened by chance or what. Or if they're trying to subliminally throw something and get people out. Yeah. So, I also noticed that Diamond did not do her big one like she usually does. And the round for round. This time she was denied multiple rounds. I'm sorry, Diamond, you were denied the multiple rounds requests. And also, she was actually lumped up by those two people that we were probably unexpecting for her to get lumped up by. As I mentioned, I'm doing a Baddies Midwest review, but this is the Akbar and Diamond scuffle that happened for this episode. And then there's also a scuffle that Diamond had on the other network that I'm not going to mention on this video because we're talking about Zeus. But pretty much, yeah, she didn't really get the best of Naj in that scuffle either. And she ended up coming out with some stuff I can't say I cannot see because I saw it. So, yeah, it was crazy. And I did notice those three coincidences. Just something that I keen-eyed. And I really kind of don't believe in coincidences. That's why I'm stressing coincidence. Because why was there SPIT on both networks? And then also, because that's frowned upon. Also, that's very frowned upon. When you're on these reality TV shows, they really get on you about SPITTING. So I was shocked that it was on both. And then I was also shocked that DTB did not do her big one. And she ended up letting Akbar, the chicken wing, give it to her. Like, you seen a chicken wing getting with a drumette that day. And the chicken wing won. And when it came down to DTB again in reference to the other scuffle with Naj, yeah, my girl came out looking crazy. Now, this scene here had me so tickled. I was crying. The way Tasiki, the Harajuku, god dang blunt roll, I don't even know what to call her, the Harajuku ninja of the backwood. I mean, the way she scraped to perfection that blunt, it was just hilarious the way she did it. I was like, you can tell homegirl needed that real bad. Next, now this ends the recap, but it ain't over. And the next episode, we're going to see Rollie handling Slim the same way that Ivory handled Summer in that kitchen. And probably 10 times worse. Because the way that I seen her mopping that floor with Slim, the way I seen her mop that floor, look at Lex's face. Look at Scotty. Scotty is literally entertained because, she's close with Rollie, so she knows what was coming. And she knows not to do too much or get too involved with Slim. Now, in this scene, we got Rollie going off on Slim, letting her know, and you can see it's like a mother going off on a child. You can see how petrified Slim is just while listening to whatever Rollie is saying. And what I remember her referencing is, you will never have my spot. You will never have my spot, Slim. There was a reason that Rollie had to say that, I'm pretty sure. Because there have been mentions in the past that Slim was upset that Rollie continuously was casted and she wasn't. So that statement alone lets me know that there is some jealousy there, even though they act like, someone who looks like Slim couldn't be really jealous of someone who looks like Rollie. But let's be realistic. She wishes she was Rollie. She wishes that she could be in Rollie's position, and she wants Rollie's shine, spot, and attention, and she's not getting it. So she's coming on here, and she's having to use Rollie yet again for a storyline, because Rollie doesn't even really need a storyline. Think about it. Natalie could just call Rollie a house mom, and that could be her role for the rest of the whatever seasons they're going to use, baddies, bad girls, whatever, They don't need Slim. They don't need Slim. So Slim's here basically to get another check off of Rollie, and that is what it is. It's not about favoritism. It's not about anything. It's about whose star power outshines the other. And we already know that Rollie's star power outshines Slim's every single time. Next scene cuts to Jazz and Summer going back and forth about, are we done? Are we done? I thought they were already done. I thought they'd been done. I know that they've been going back and forth with their little rounds, getting their little stuff off, but at this point, I really feel like Summer needs to leave Jazz alone. In the beginning, Jazz was not being smart with Summer. Jazz was not trying to make an issue with Summer. Jazz literally was trying to maybe come to a medium between her and the other girls, because she seen that Summer was getting attacked and stuff like that. But be 100% realistic. Jazz didn't do anything to Summer. Summer took that as an opportunity to feel like she was being ganged up on, so she just wanted to talk back to someone else who might have had an opinion, and she just didn't care. All she had to do was say, I don't care, and leave it at that. But she started calling her scary, and that's what ended up having their issue when they ended up, getting into it. But honestly, all in all, I feel like Jazz is a sweet girl. I don't really feel like she has any beef with anybody on the show, and that's going to cause her demise, obviously. Summer actually is helping her in a sense that she probably won't be able to see and appreciate now, because she's just annoyed with this girl bothering her while she's just trying to be cute and sit pretty on the show. But that's not what this show is about, Jazz. You need to leave if that's what you want to do. If you want to be cute and sitting pretty, try to find another show where you be cute and be, sitting pretty. But this is not the show, honey. You can be cute and sitting pretty on the show, but you also have to know to be versatile. I honestly felt like Jazz handled herself her own, and she actually did keep up with Summer each and every fight. She's very small compared to Summer. She's shorter. Her arms are very short and stubby, and Summer has a lengthy reach, so it's easy for her to keep grabbing. What Jazz should have done was grab right back on to Summer, get a grip, and swing the same way. You're short. You have to get close up on people. So that's just a tip for Jazz. I hope that her and Summer are done, because I'm so tired of seeing them go back and forth. I'm just going to be 100% honest with y'all. So that's it for this video, y'all. Please subscribe. Please come back. Please like the video. Please share if you care. And I'm out.